Forbidden love is difficult to read because of the tragedies, pitfalls, and expectations. But the lyrical expertise of the author makes us fall in love with his masterpiece. Hi, this is Gautam, and for this review, we'll be looking at this book, Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. The story revolves around three main characters, a married couple, Dr. Juvenal Urbino and Fermina Daza, and we have the forbidden lover, Florentina Ariza. Now, this story is set in a Caribbean city and it's travels across several decades from late 19th century to the early 20th century. So we see the characters growing from their teen age to their late 80s, but the story is not strictly chronological. The first part or the chapter of this book starts with the description of this old couple, the doctor and his woman. The doctor is 81 years of age and Fermina Daza is around 74, 75. Now, we bear witness to the untimely death of the doctor, but the story actually begins there. Now, once we start reading the next few pages, we come to the realization that before Fermina Daza married Dr. Juvenal Urbino more than 50 years ago and was happily married, she had a love story, a teenage love story. The teenage lover is none other than Florentina Ariza, and as the pages begin to turn, we are sucked into this triangular love story which spans across 6 decades. There were three major themes which I enjoyed in the book. First is the tale of Florentino Ariza. Now, through his life, we get to understand the pain and the deprivation which a person undergoes because his first love is not accepted. So we see how his life changes and what kind of person he becomes. It's not that the person becomes cruel, but we do understand that throughout his life, he still searches for that love which he was not able to realize at the first instant. So we see Florentino Ariza, yes, not so successful in his profession. His relative runs a boat company, so he does, financially he is stable. But we see that he keeps moving from women to women. He's not really stable with any particular person. He meets women from different professions, different social status, different color, but still he's simply not satisfied. And we get a very small passage in the book where he becomes close with a woman, but he's still not able to reveal his secret love. And it goes like this, a very small passage, She understood none of it. Now, when this reference she is to woman with whom Florentino Ariza is, she understood none of it. She shrugged her shoulders again without speaking and left. Then Florentino Ariza knew that some night, sometime in the future, in a joyous bed with Fermina Daza, he was going to tell her that he had not revealed the secret of his love, not even to the one person who had earned the right to know it. No. He would never reveal it, not even to Leona Cassiani, not because he did not want to open the chest where he had kept it so carefully, hidden for half his life, but because he realized only then that he had lost the key. The second theme is entering into the married life. Now, that theme is explored through the eyes of Fermina Daza. Of course, it's not that the married life is bad. They do have their moments, but the point is it is not without disappointment. We come to realize that a man before and after marriage is definitely not the same. And when a woman marries into a family, it is not just the man she has to live with, but also with the man's family. So the complications which arise out of that, and how his professional problems also spill over to his house, all these complications we get to understand. But still, give or take, they do have a better life. But married life is not always sweet; it is bittersweet. So that theme was very well explored. My favorite theme was, the teenage love, where the author describes how difficult it is to really exchange telegrams and letters. For example, you need to find the right time and the right spot to make sure that you convey the information, and you need a group of secret, friendly people who are ready to convey the information from yourself to the lover. And the art of letter writing, in which Florentina Ariza, after a point of time, becomes a master, that he's the best one in the city. And today, of course, love letter writing is a dead art. But what makes the novel so successful is the mastery of its writer. I like to read a page, I think page 24 or 26, where the author describes the relationship between the old couple, the doctor and Fermina Daza. So it goes like this, right? Dr. Urbino found her sitting at a dressing table under the slow blades of the electric fan, putting on a bell-shaped hat that decorated the fet violets. The bedroom was large and bright, with an English bed protected by mosquito netting, embroidered in pink, and two windows open to the trees in the patio, where one could hear the clamor of cicadas, giddy with premonitions of rain. Ever since their return from their honeymoon, so several years back, Fermina Daza had chosen her husband's clothes according to the weather and the occasion and laid them out for him on a chair the night before so that he would be ready for him when he came out of the bathroom. She could not remember when she had also begun to help him dress and finally to dress him, and she was aware at first she had done it for love. But for the past 5 years or so, she had been obliged to do it regardless of the reason because he could not dress himself. They had just celebrated their golden wedding anniversary and they were not capable of living for even an instant without the other or without thinking about the other. And that capacity diminished as their age increased. Neither could have said if their mutual dependence was based on love or convenience, but they had never asked that question with their hands on their hearts because both had always preferred not to know the answer. So if you want to experience love, do read this classic. And I also have a recommendation which is there in one of the previous books I did. It is the only story by Julian Barnes. If you're interested in these kind of novels, I will definitely put up a link in the description below. Bye for now.